Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to share with you my wealth anchor strategy. And this is based on a core idea that a simple, memorable framework that will help you to feel calm and grounded and also feel smart with your money. And this wealth anchor, this is based on timeless principle that all of us have learned from Warren Buffett. So let's deep dive into today's wealth anchor strategy. So, first, let me ask you, why do we feel anxiety around money and what makes it so exhausting? If you can take few minutes to notice that why are we emotionally wrestling with money. So what happens usually? Salary comes in, we feel stress. Market falls, again stress. Your friend would buy house, you feel stress. Instagram would say retire by 35, which is an additional stress. Then a mutual fund is down 3%, and now you suddenly feel like you are full-time economist. And somewhere in all of this, financial planning just feel like it's less of a planning and more like an heart attack, where every time you look at your portfolio or you look at your bank account, you feel stress. So to clear all of this, I am here to present this wealth anchor strategy. And what does it mean? See, financial anxiety is not just that I don't have enough money. It is also, what if I lose what I already have? What if I make a bad money decision? What if I invest wrong? What if everyone else is moving ahead and I'm stuck? What if one emergency destroys everything? So, in short, financial anxiety is the fear that you are not safe and you are not prepared and you are not in your control. And the problem is when people feel anxious about money, they usually do one of these three things, which means they become an avoider. So this type of people, they avoid checking their bank account, their investments, their bills, everything. They'll just avoid it. They behave like they don't want to look at problem. Just by not looking at problem, your problem will not go away. And this makes problem much bigger by not looking at it. The second type of people, they are like an overchecker, where they will continuously keep on checking their portfolio 11 times a day. If market is down at 1 a.m., 1 p.m. by 2%, then 1:30 by 2.5%, they just treat their portfolio like cricket score in each over. They'll just keep on checking. This is your long-term investment. It is not your daily cricket score. By checking it multiple times, it just adds further to the anxiety. The third type of people that I would say, they're like an overthinker. These people will watch 47 YouTube videos, read 10,000 tweets, compare what eight expert has said, and then do nothing. They go in this zone of analysis paralysis. Their money is sitting in their saving account while they are saying, I'm just waiting for right time to invest. I'm just waiting for right time to invest. My friend, the right time has grown old and waiting for you. Financial anxiety often comes from confusion. Confusion about taking decision, and it's mixed with lot of uncertainty. So this is where I would bring in the concept that Mr. Warren Buffett has taught us. And it's, you don't need to know everything to do well. You just need few sound principles, which is a calm mind and ability to not self-destruct. And this is my mantra behind Wealth Anchor strategy that I'm going to share with you. So the principle that we are going to discuss is the calm principle. It is based on four words, C.A.L.M. And this wealth anchor, this is basically a financial stability that will keep you emotionally grounded, even when your money feels uncertain. Think of it as a real anchor, a ship still moving, the sea still moving, weather still changing. But the anchor, it will stop the ship from drifting away. And this is what is needed to be done with your money. Your life will still have expenses, markets will still go up and down, there will be unexpected emergency, there will be social pressure, there will be scary news headlines. But with Wealth Anchor, you don't drift into panic. You stay grounded. And this anchor has four parts, and I call them calm. So let's exactly understand what money in Wealth Anchor strategy of calm mean to you in your life. So first is C stands for cash safety. A stands for asset clarity. L for long-term lens, and M for mental boundaries. This is a wealth anchor strategy. It's not complicated, not sexy, which is exactly why it works. Because most financial strategies are boring. The Buffett strategy is not exciting every week, but exciting every week is usually how people lose money. So let's focus on this calm strategy because here the goal is not to predict everything. The goal is to stop panicking about everything that is happening and let you build your portfolio with calmness. So, first is cash safety. If one surprise can destroy you, you are not investing from stress. Strength, you are investing from stress. If there is a one emergency, it has the power to destroy you, then be aware that you are not investing from your strength, you are investing from your stress. So, what cash safety really means? It means that you should have an emergency fund that grows from 1 month of emergency to 3 to 6 months of monthly essential expenses. You'd have a basic insurance, so one crisis does not eat your years of progress. Should have enough liquidity so market dip do not force you to panic selling. And one of the major reason why people usually get anxious because they do not have cushion. Everything is fine until that one bill arrives with an attitude. It could be a medical issue, a job loss, car repair, family emergency. Suddenly, the person who is giving investment gyan on Sunday is borrowing money on Thursday. This is why Buffett always respected safety. He understood that survival comes first. And in simple words, if one surprise can destroy you, you are not investing from your strength. You are investing from your stress. Cash safety means having an emergency fund, basic insurance, and enough liquidity so the life does not force you to make bad decisions. Here, what happened without cash safety is that market would fall. You panic, you sell because you need money. This is not investing failure. This is planning failure. So the step one of wealth anchor is to build a safety cushion, which means start with 1 month of expense, then 3 months, then 6 months if possible. And please don't say emergency fund is boring. Of course, it would be boring. Emergency is also boring. That's the whole point. You don't build emergency fund for excitement. You build it so your life does not become a web series called One Expense Away from Disaster. It's one of the deepest lessons that I learned from Warren Buffett is never put yourself in a position where one mistake or one shock can knock you out of the game. Because wealth is not just about return, it is about resilience. Now let's discuss the second acronym A, which means asset clarity. So this is one of the biggest decision while building your portfolio. Most people are anxious because they don't know where the money is going or why they own what they own. They may have one FD because uncle said so. They would have one stock because friends said it is a multi-bagger. One crypto investment because some office colleague looked confident. One insurance policy because agent was emotionally persuasive in selling that policy. Or maybe three, four SIPs whose name you cannot pronounce or we don't know which scheme, what is the goal. See, this is not a portfolio that you should be looking at. This is a family, financial family WhatsApp group. And it is good as long as it is a WhatsApp group, but it cannot drive your life financial decision. Buffett always said, don't invest in what you don't understand. That does not mean that you need to become Warren Buffett by Monday. It means know what you own, know why are you owning it, and know what role it plays. Your money should be divided clearly into multiple categories, which means there is a safety money, you have short-term goals, you have long-term investing, there is a money for your retirement, there's an optional high-risk investment that you did. See, each bucket should have one job, which means your safety money should have a job to provide you safety. Your short-term goal bucket should have goals like buying a car or if there is a child education expense in next 1 to 2 years, if or if there are marriage expenses, it will come in short-term goals. Long-term investing could be your retirement money or education or security for a newly born child. It could be also for your travel that you want to enjoy maybe after 5 years or 7 years. All of this will go into long-term investing. When you're creating this bucket, it's very important to have clarity because once you have clarity, you are able to fight confusion, which is the prime factor in creating anxiety. So now you imagine you're getting into bus where you don't know where it is going. So it's like, where is this SIP taking me? Oh, no idea, but it looks good. That's not clarity. That is where it creates all the confusion and anxiety in your life. So it's before you make any investment, ask few questions. Very simple question. Why do I own it? Why do I own this SIP? Why do I own the investment in this equity stock? Why do I own this insurance? Who do I own it for? Is it for me? Is it for my parents? Is it for my spouse? Is it for my kids? How long am I supposed to hold it? That's another important question. Do I need to hold it for 20 years, 5 years, 2 years, 3 months? How long do I need to hold this investment? What risk am I taking? That's another thing. What risk am I taking? What is this money meant for? If you cannot answer this question, then I would say anxiety will keep coming back to you because your mind cannot relax around confusion. Buffett stayed calm because he understood his investment. He wasn't buying things just because crowd was shouting. That's the lesson for regular people. Clarity reduces fear. L would stand for long-term lens. This is a very big. A lot of financial anxiety is caused by short-term obsession. People are trying to build long-term wealth with short-term emotion. So it's like planting a mango tree and every 3 days asking, hello, where is mango? Hello, where is mango? I've been patient since Tuesday. I've been patient since Monday. That's not how it works. Wealth take time. Buffett became Buffett not because he chased excitement, because he allowed compounding to work for him for decades. And this is where many people get trapped. They expect investing to feel good all the time. It won't. Sometimes market will fall, sometimes the portfolio will look ugly. Sometimes someone else will make money faster than you and you will feel like an idiot. This is normal. That's Buffett's wisdom is simple. The stock market is a device for transferring money from impatient to patient. And beyond stock, also, this is true for life. The impatient person keeps changing strategy, they keep chasing trend, they keep comparing, they keep reacting. The person who is patient, he will keep saving, keep investing, keep learning, keep staying in the game. And guess who actually wins? A long term lens means asking, will this matter in 5 years? Is this temporary or compound permanent? Am I investing or just reacting? Am I building wealth or just chasing moment? Because not all motion is progress. A wealth anchor will tell you short term noise becomes smaller when your time horizon becomes longer. So don't be a person who is checking NAV daily to feel productive because that is often just the stress with Wi Fi. Now let's look at the fourth, which is mental boundary. A lot of people struggle with mental boundaries, and this is the most underrated one. Financial anxiety does not come only from money, it comes from other people's money too. Comparison is a poison. Someone buys a luxury car, someone posts a Bali vacation, someone claims 10x return, someone says they retired at 32. And now you're sitting there and wondering whether you're financially behind or just normal human being. Buffett has this strong sense of staying in his lane. He did not need to understand every trend. He did not chase every shiny object. He respected his core competency. And this is his mental boundary. You also need one. Because if every opinion enters your head, your money will have no peace. Mental boundaries means not taking advice from every loud person, not comparing your chapter 2 to someone's chapter 14, not making decisions just because someone else is doing it, not consuming financial content like a panic buffer. You need filter and say this is relevant to me. So this is not. This I understand. This I do not understand. This suits my goal. This does not. This is just a noise. Without mental boundary, every decent finances can become stressful. With mental boundaries, even the imperfect situation feels manageable. Because anxiety grows when the boundaries are weak. A lot of people, they don't have money problem. Let's accept this. They have money noise problem. The big difference is the Buffett's life is a proof that you can do very well by ignoring most of the things. That's right, because sometimes financial maturity looks like doing more and more like reacting less. That's what financial maturity means. So, next time, I would urge you to do less, react less, make calm decision, and be peaceful. So, how does Buffett's investment style help us to build this anchor? There are four anchors. First is cash safety, which is emergency fund, insurance status, monthly essential expense. Then there is asset clarity, where your money currently is, why each investment exists, which one does not, which investment you don't understand. That is what you have to. Third is long-term lenses, 3 years goal, 5 years goal, your investment horizon. What you must stop do is to stop reacting to your news. Then there are mental boundaries that we discussed with respect to calm capital. Whose advice matter to you? Whose advice does not? Which content triggers you? Which comparison you need to stop? And your anxiety will reduce because vague fear becomes weaker when there is a clarity around. So with this Buffett rule, you will and calm capital, you will protect yourself from ruin. You will not take risks that will permanently damage you. You will be patient with your investing because compounding rewards people who stay in the game. You will stay in your lane because circle of competence beats borrowed confidence. You will be competent enough to make correct decisions that don't need to rely on other people's confidence. And there's no need to panic because fear is a terrible portfolio manager. With calm capital, all of these things can be fought and you can have very good happy life. Now let's discuss what can you do monthly to build money calm routine. Because one, I will start with making five your personal rules. First is I'll not check my portfolio on a daily basis. I'll keep at least 3 months of expense in emergency fund. I only invest in what I can simply explain. I do not compare my finances to social media. I would say I review money once a month, not every time I feel nervous. And this is powerful because rules protect you from emotional decision making. Buffett did not win by being emotional, he won by being rational. When others were losing mind, he was calm because he had system in place and that system helped him to build his wealth. So another thing is build once a month, check all your income, expenses, and your needs. Review your four anchors: cash, asset, your lens, and your boundaries. Update one money calm rule if needed. And make no major decision when you are emotionally triggered. So it's time for you to build your money anchor. Because goal of money is not just more wealth, it's less fear. And I would say, please comment anchor if you want to know how you can build your money calm portfolio. Let me know in comment section below. How did you like this video? What were your key learnings from this video? If you know somebody who is struggling to meet their money needs or to be calm with money, do share this video with them. I'm looking forward to your comments. If you have any areas of your life where you're struggling and not able, any area of life where you're struggling and you're not able to make financial decision, reach out to me. I'll be happy to help you.